Hi there, my name's John. We're about to do a bit of a tour of the brewery, and I'll show you the equipment that we're going to be using. Today we won't actually be brewing, but it's just the tour before we start brewing. Probably in a couple of weeks we'll brew a Vienna lager and I'll take you through the whole process. Alright, so let's start the tour. Alright, well the first thing we'll take a look at is the hot liquor ton. This is just a converted keg that I've got insulated up. It's got a 4,000 watt hot water heater element in it. I've used a windshield wiper here to create a bit of a stirrer. You can see there, runs on 12 volts. Just use this battery pack here to provide the power. Control for the hot water heater element in that is via these solid state relays that you see in here, controlled by those USB controllers here that are attached to my brew computer right here. I've got some software that I designed and built, seems to work okay, but it's all controlled via those solid state relays right in there. Next part of the brewery here is the mash tun. Once again, it's a converted keg. This particular one, you might be able to read it there, comes from Labatt out of Canada. Bought it at a scrap heap. Inside there you can see the stainless steel pickup tube, and the copper tube contains the sensor element for the temperature. There's the outlet tap there. Normally this pipe here is hooked up onto that. And then it goes through there, through the March pump, and back up through here, up through that three-way stainless steel ball tap there, and then into this stainless steel tube that has two 2200 watt heater elements connected in series. That ends up being something like 1100 watts, I think. And then up through here, there's the shut-off valve, back to another T-ball valve here. So it comes out of here, back into the ton during recirculation, and when I'm doing runoff, comes from here, flows through that pipe that's actually sitting on the floor at the moment. Let me pick that up. And that would normally drop down into my kettle there, courtesy of Miller Brewing Company. And that's my boil kettle. You can see there's the LPG. It doesn't normally sit there when it's running, but I had, you can see there, probably almost an extra 8 inches welded into this, so I can actually brew big double batches. I don't know whether you get a good look down in there, but that's the kettle. That's the stand I built for the 4-ring burner you see under there. Then when the boil's completed, I hook this tube up here. That is hooked up to a convoluted counterflow chiller. Now on this side you can see my rough plumbing details. Goes outside, and outside there's a big rainwater tank. So what I do is I pump water in through here, goes down the blue tube, through those filters and out through that little tap, so I get filtered rainwater for my brewing water. And it also provides through that hose there into the counterflow channel filter, back out into the rainwater tank. So when I'm chilling my beer, getting ready to pitch the yeast, it's no water's wasted. Being in Australia, and particularly southern Australia, we're pretty cautious on our rainwater. Alright, what we've got here is my conical fermenter. You can see the bottom of the conical there. It's actually got an electric blanket at the moment because it's only 13 degrees outside here in Victorian winter. And if you have a look there, you can actually quite happily see a Imperial Stout, about a 42 litre batch there, fermenting away. It's got the electric heater on it, and you can see here it is connected up to a thermostat. It's set to be about 20 degrees. I built this thermostat myself. You can see there a little power supply on the top. Controls this solid state relay here on the left. I probably should have it in a case because it'll get the cap dangling out of the way there. It's to make sure you don't touch the back when it's operating, because you know it's 240 volts, so you've got to be careful. So that's how I control that. And you can see that the copper wire here, or copper pipette tube, runs up, and then the sensor there is held against the conical fermenter, keeping that at a nice warm 20 degrees. And that should provide just about perfect fermentation temperature there. So that there is a quick tour of the brewery. All the basic equipment is there. Didn't show you everything that I've got, but it's a good start. Like I said, probably in a couple of weeks' time we'll crack up a Vienna mash and see how it turns out. I'll keep you informed.